welcome to today's Power Boost. I'm Marianne, and today we're going to talk about soul power. And it's right around the time of the day, right midday, where we're actually not letting go of the day yet, um, but we're starting to lose the energy of the day, right? We wake up and we're ready for the day and we've got all this energy, and then right around noontime, maybe around 1 or 2, we need to go for that second cup of coffee, because we're feeling our energy sort of dissipating. And so it's the perfect time for a boost, although we're not going to get a physical boost um, from an outside source like a coffee cup. What we're going to do is we're going to generate that energizing boost from internally. And how do we do that? And a lot of people will tell you that we generate energy by using our thoughts. And I'm actually going to tell you guys that that's not true. We actually regenerate through the energy that our thoughts create. So we want to use our thoughts proactively to actually create a wave of energy that's going to recharge us, that's going to help us reconnect. So the thought is the seed that's going to create that, but it's actually not what's going to um, give us that boost. So our thoughts have to be very, very intentional throughout the day. And when we say intentional, they have to have that intention behind them. They have to have that power behind them, like as if you're really wanting that boost, because otherwise it just becomes maybe a flat affirmation that you're just sort of repeating, almost like a chant, and then it just kind of becomes a distraction, and what we call here at the Brahma Kumaris maybe even a waste thought, that it doesn't generate any result. And so, what we want to do is look at the energy of the soul from the point of view of what's in my stock, what's in my pantry. And that gets accumulated with time and with the power of our thoughts, but definitely with the intention behind our thoughts. So, what we want to do throughout the day is have a yearning. We want to have a yearning. We want to have a clear intention that this is what I want to accomplish. Some people might use the word determination. Some people might use the word enthusiasm. Whatever quality gets you going in terms of really wanting to generate that boost and that energy from within. And it's actually quite easy because the essence of who I am is energy. That's who I am at the most essential place. So all I want to do is to tap into that power, into that energy, and strengthen it throughout the day. So I do that with the help of my thoughts, but I can also do that with the help of my imagination, which in turn becomes what we call visualization in meditation. So we'll do that in a couple of minutes. We'll do a meditation to visualize the energy of my essence increasing and giving me a boost and re-energizing me for the rest of the day. So um, I want to do that because throughout the day, what happens is that my emotions and my maybe negative thoughts and my thoughts that are not proactive, they start to sort of bury that energy, right? And that energy gets sort of trapped and buried, that energy of that powerful energy of the soul. It sort of gets trapped in these layers of our emotions and what we could call maybe our fears and our thinking over and over of things that are not really useful for my mind. And so that sort of gets trapped, all that energy, and it doesn't allow itself to go. It doesn't allow, we don't allow itself to shine. And that's what we want to do in terms of boosting ourselves, you know? We want to break those layers and we want to allow that energy to be able to shine through again. And that energy is what's going to be really energizing or fueling not just my own mind again and my own intellect, myself, my inner world, but it also fuel the body, right? So your instruments, your your home. We want to fuel that body as well because your body and your instrument are the first thing that are going to is going to feel that energy and take that energy, right? The second thing that will feel that energy that you're generating and putting out in the world is your environment and everything that's around you. So you will change the atmosphere in the room according to your energy and the energy you're emitting, right? If you have a heavy energy, you may create heaviness around you that people will feel even if you're not saying anything, right? But in the same way, you can create that energy around you to create lightness and to create happiness. And so, after our body feels the energy that you're emitting, your surroundings will change as well. And that can include just the atmosphere in the room, but of course, it can include influencing the other people that are around you. And when we're in the middle of a workday, which happens often, right? You're in the middle of a workday, you're still with your colleagues at work, and you still have to talk to everybody and work and meet for another 4 or 5 hours until you get home, sometimes 6, 7 hours if you're a hard worker. This boost is it's very useful because as the day goes by and you start picking up some of the energies of other people, they can affect you. So what you want to do is definitely increase your own energy, make it positive, make it light for yourself, but then also so that you can influence and impact those around you. And so that throughout the day, as you move forward, you're not losing your energy and you're not being drained, but quite the opposite. You are being recharged and fueled by your interactions with yourself and your interactions with others. So that hopefully by the time the evening comes and it's time to let go of the day before going to bed, that it's not that you're letting go at that moment of all the heaviness and the negativity or the tiredness, but that you're just letting go and getting ready for the evening, so you can get a good night's sleep and be excited about what's coming for the next day. So why don't we go into a few minutes of meditation that we can visualize how that sort of works, how I can increase my energy and how I can make it work for me throughout the day. And it's very simple, very simple. We're going to start by imagining this until you use it and do it enough that it becomes part of who you are and you start to really feel it happening. So, wherever you are, let's just take a few moments and I'm going to become still and I'm going to release any thoughts. And you're making the mind still or a little bit more quiet than it was before. And you're going to imagine yourself not as this body, but as a tiny point of light in the middle of your head, right at the height of your forehead. And so you bring all your tension away from the body and onto that tiny point of light. And you imagine this is who you are. For the time being, I'm a tiny soul. And I imagine myself as this point of light, emitting energy in all directions. And this light that I am emitting, I imagine it dissipating, melting all my thoughts away. I imagine it breaking through any layers of emotions, of heaviness, or anything that may be with me now. I literally imagine that energy melting all of those things away. And as this energy washes away all of these things, it picks up strength, it gets brighter. And now I imagine this energy as a wave. And I feel that wave of energy that I'm emitting moving down slowly through my neck, and into my shoulders, and I imagine that energy melting away any knots that I may feel in my upper back, any tension that may exist in the back of the neck. It all just dissipates as I see this energy moving through, making everything shine and bright, picking up even more strength and power as this wave continues to move down my torso, my arms, my lungs. I can breathe in and feel the space in the lungs. It makes me feel free. And now this energy continues to move down into my hands, releasing everything in its way. Now I feel the energy going down the upper legs, releasing the muscle and the tension, filling every cell with light. I start to feel lighter. The body starts to feel bright. And that energy continues to move down my legs and to my feet. And now I feel this energy that started at the soul is emitting light all over my body. Every cell filled with light. I now feel like a body of light. I feel light and free. And that energy begins to radiate from my body and into my surroundings. I slowly imagine this energy filling up the room that I'm in. Bright and positive and powerful. It fills every corner of the space I'm in. And I imagine this wave of energy now reaching the people that I've interacted with all morning and going towards the people that I'm yet to interact for the rest of the day with. And I imagine this light filling them with light. And I imagine all of us being energized positively, filling us with determination again, excitement to continue with the rest of the day. Feeling like I have enough power now to finish the day with wonder and excitement, but most of all, happiness. And now I find myself re energized with a big power boost that is so powerful it can almost explode in the best way. Just waiting for all of this to happen tomorrow again. With joy, happiness, and excitement. Om